Tina. Oh, shit. I forgot my footstool again. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hi, baby girl. Audrey is curled up on the couch. I'm going to turn the electric blanket on for her. There you go. I just turned it on. I turned on the warm. How are you guys doing? Hi, Cara. I have snacks tonight. I have some barbecued Ruffles chips and a Crunch Bar. Okay, now let's bring you up to speed on what we know from this afternoon. This afternoon we did the 19th, Paint and Breathe, and tonight is the 20th. I want to start celebrating some of these milestones like this. Hey, Steffi. Hi, Kim. How's it going? Tina's here. Nicole's here. Dinner soon? What are you having for dinner? What you having for dinner? So, we have some blotchiness to talk about here. Problem number one with the blotchiness was that I painted these sections this afternoon, for those of you who were not there. And instead of doing this section green, like I wanted to, straight out from the center, I did it blue. And instead of doing this section blue, I did it green. So I painted over it with what I thought I had used for my base color, and now it's all blotchy in a different color. So I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this to do some color matching. I think I can probably do some touch-ups and it'll be fine in the end. But that's going to be a challenge, I think. But we'll see what happens. Hi, Gabrielle. How's it going? Doing good, Nicole. How about you? Have you had a good day? I'm going to clean out my palette. This is my gnarly paint bottle. And I didn't clean out my palette after the last live. So what else did you guys get up to today? What's everybody doing tonight? Anybody doing any painting along with me, or are you making? What are you doing? What's going on? A grilled white fish and green beans. Ooh, very healthy. I wish it was Peeps and peanut butter cups. Fair. Here, I will. So you see this kind of dark shadow over here and a dark shadow over here, and then the light bit in the middle. Let me zoom in. You see how it's all dark? It looks like it's wet, but it is just not the right color. And I don't know why. I don't remember mixing the paint with white or anything to lighten it up when I painted it originally, so I'm not super sure what's happening. But I figure once I'm completely done, I'll check and see where it is an issue, if it is an issue, and well, I'll try some color matching, I suppose, and see what I can do at that point to touch up what I can anyway. So we shall see how it goes. Eating popcorn. Oh, yummy popcorn. Working on the bliss piece. Fantastic. How's it coming? Kim's just relaxing. Lovely. Let's call it ombre. I like that. I like that. Because it also sounds intentional, which is nice too. Because it was not, nor was painting everything the wrong color. That was definitely not intentional. That was sad. I'm going to zoom out here. How's it going, Patty? Yeah, just pretend it's on purpose. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, what do you mean? No, it's supposed to be 2 different colors of beige. Gives it texture, gives it depth. It was definitely not because I forgot what paint I used and didn't do it right. And, you know, a lot of it is going to get covered up, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I'll do some testing out and see, and some mixing, and I should be able to add a little bit of white to it, and it'll probably be perfectly fine. Except I keep dropping little paint chips all over the place. I can't pick it up. Get it. Ah, you got your chocolate and your world is good again. Wonderful. What chocolate did you get? Now we can live vicariously through you. And how was everybody's Tuesday? Anything eventful? I brought snacks with me tonight because I figured we would end up talking about snacks at some point and food at some point. It's usually one of the first things we talk about. And I didn't want to not have any handy for when I started to get hungry after talking about it. All right, I'm going to try and get this mess into this bottle. And then the rest I will have to just clean out with paper towel and alcohol, I think. Get in there. So tonight we are going to paint the exact same thing that we painted this afternoon, only with the colors in the right spots. So the good news is it's like having a template laid out for me. So it should be a little bit faster, and also faster because I'm not going to be slowing down making decisions, which is lovely. I will be slowing down trying to remember and make sure that I know which brush I'm using, but I think I remember the pattern of brushes that I did use, so hopefully. And with any luck, if it's faster, then we might even make a little headway and get some more done, which would be so exciting. Come on, get out. So anybody new to my lives, welcome. My name is Jamie. I'm a mandala artist and teacher. I do have a tutorials playlist here on YouTube that's got about 35 free videos. So if you're interested in learning how to paint dot mandalas, you are in a good spot for that. I also do workshops on my Patreon, and I do live streams multiple times throughout the week, just to kind of hang out and chit chat, answer questions, and work on whatever project is on deck. Now there it is. I knew it was here. Couldn't find my alcohol spray. I got my glasses on. So I got reading glasses, or I was advised to get reading glasses. They're not super high prescription. They're only a plus 1.5, but they've made such a big difference. But just in this small amount of time that I've started using them, now when I don't use them, I can't see shit. 2 big bags of the Cadbury eggs. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get to Bulk Barn before Easter. Get some of their mini eggs. I love getting mini eggs at the Bulk Barn. For friends outside of Canada, we have a store called the Bulk Barn where it's all the big bins with all the food that you go in with the scoops and everything. You can get everything from spices to extra cheese for craft dinner, to soup mixes, flour, sugar, baking goods, icing sugars, like all kinds of just incredible stuff. And one of the best parts is the candy. Taco Tuesday went good. Oh, that's good. Nothing like a really good tacos. Where do I discard my paint chips? Dale takes mine to the dump where they have a space, especially for paint. That is what I do as well. That's when I started kind of compiling it and putting it in those pop bottles, and because it gave me a spot that I could wait until it was there, and then when it's super full, then I take it to the dump. If I'm doing big cleanings, like when I clean my paint pots and stuff too, sometimes I'll use great big jugs, like the 4-liter water jugs to do that. And if it's really full of paint, then I will fill those up with some paint water as well. But it's mostly the physical paint. Now, what I should probably also do is I should probably keep the paper towels that have paint on them and stuff, but that I just put in the garbage. Come on, get out of there. Almost. Oops. Cotton candy peeps. Have them and cookies and cream on your grocery cart. Get them. All right. So now we need to regroup with the paint colors, because I need to do blue on this side and green on this side. So I'm going to start with green, and I know I started with my size 0 brush. All right. So our green is Sea Breeze, and I'm using titanium white. Okay. You know what even made me notice today on the live that I had done the colors all wrong was that I have little letters written down here in each of the slices of the 16 slices saying this one's blue, this one's green. And I was looking at this and I'm like, it says blue, but there's green here. How did that happen? I must have labeled the letters wrong. And then I looked back further. I'm like, oh, no, that was me. It was so upsetting. But the nice part about it is that I didn't have to paint around bliss drops very much, which is good. I can just paint back over what's there. And there's not a lot of texture there. Like when you're doing, if this was all dot mandala dots and swoops, then there'd be a hell of a lot more texture and paint left behind. So in those instances, if it's a different color, sometimes I'll just paint over it. But sometimes I want to remove that texture before I go and do, the other coat. But this was nice and easy because we didn't have to worry about that. All right. Ready, shreddies? going to bring this here. Dr. Pepper Peeps? What? What are Dr. Pepper Peeps? How's that? Is that zoomed in at a good spot for you guys? Let me know if that's all right. All right. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Audrey, how's it going? Good to see ya. Happy Tuesday. We are repainting a section of this mandala that I painted this afternoon, but I painted it in the wrong colors. I did, where I'm painting green now, I had done blue. So now we are going back over it to catch up, and then with any luck, maybe, we'll get a little bit more done on this tonight too, but if we can at least get caught up, I will be happy. Hi, Lorna. How are ya? Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out with us tonight. How you doing, Lorna? What you been up to? Audrey, you doing any painting? Car, are you gonna do any crafting tonight? You gonna do any painting or any crocheting at all? After the popcorn, of course. All right, now because I know what I'm gonna paint and where I'm gonna paint it, I'm gonna try and do all of the green at once. And then I'll go in and do all of the blue. It keeps me from having to get out both colors of paint right away. So I think that would be good. I think. So that's the 0. That's the 1. Okay. What do we got? Yes, working on a few loose ends at the moment. I'm taking an assessment test for a job I applied for. Oh, great. Sending lots and lots of good vibes your way. Hope it goes well. Not good. It's a bad day. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Lorna. I'm glad you're here then. I'm glad you're here and we have some time. We're here for you and lots of love. Probably resume painting the birdhouse. Might also crochet some keychains and start knitting you another sweater. Very nice. Well, never, ever, ever any pressure to show up in any other way other than how you are feeling, and we are here to send lots of love to you guys. Right back at you, Lorna. You're stuck with us. So this is the 20th YouTube live, public YouTube live I've done now. And I just want to thank you guys again for making the switch and coming over to watch me over here. It really means a lot. I know there's a lot of different social media apps out there and a lot of changes going on with where people are putting their content out, and it's hard to keep up with everybody. So I just really appreciate the fact that you guys came over here with me. Ooh, that was a tight corner. Oh, you're welcome, Lorna. You're one of the family. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm good. I'm enjoying a couple of days full of painting and lots of time with you guys, which is wonderful. Oops. Wherever you go, I will follow. I wasn't on TikTok till I watched you on Friday nights. Ah, well, thank you. And I will gladly be on this ride with you the whole way. All right, so that was our size 1. Now I need to find my size 2. Turn my water a bit. I'm gonna make a mess. Oh, I just know it. Oh, no, okay, we're good. Move that over there. Excuse me. Okay, now we're going in with the next one. It's totally okay, Lorna. I'm zoning in on this, and I'm finding I'm disappearing into this very, very easily. So I apologize. I need to check the comments more often so I can keep chatting more. Just learned something from you. When you dip the paintbrush and color into another color. Yeah, kind of cool, eh? Mom's doing okay, Lorna. Thanks for asking. We've got another doctor's appointment on Thursday because she's not doing great. She's not doing great enough to not have to go to the doctor. But we're hopeful that the doctor will help her get some relief. She's still not breathing great. So the hard part was when she got the fluid removed at the hospital, right? And when she went for all of that, for about 24 hours, she felt fantastic. She said she felt normal again. So we were so optimistic, right? And then her blood pressure plummeted, so they didn't do the diuretic at that point, and then had to wait. And by the time we went back to the doctors, to the next doctor to kind of do the next steps, her lungs had filled back up again, right? So it was frustrating for her. And so then she was hopeful that when she went on this new medication that it would lead her to feeling the way she did when she got the fluid drained. And she's just not. So we're hoping that the doctor will figure out another way to help her. But we're not in like mega emergency zone or anything, so that's kind of where we're at. So now we're just waiting until Thursday until we get that until we're there for that appointment, and we go from there. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks for all the love, you guys. No, her oxygen levels in her blood haven't dropped low enough for them to give her oxygen. That's the part that's frustrating too, right? It's like, what can we even do to help her? But you have to have a certain level, or have below a certain level of oxygen in your blood before they'll give it to you. All right, bear with me 2 seconds real quick, you guys. I just gotta grab something from the other room. I'll be right back. Sorry, you guys. I'm back. I've been having a toothache, so I've got some Oragel to put on it because it's been pretty sore. So it just started aching, so I just wanted to get some of that stuff on me. All right, now we're good. Oh, and I didn't plug in my phone. That's important. Don't need the phone dying in the middle of the live. So I'm kind of hoping, Gabrielle, that one of the things that'll happen, kind of just to go off of that question about the oxygen, I'm hoping that they'll get to a point where they just need to make sure she's got it right and find a way to make it work. But yeah, because her blood stats have been high enough, they haven't been able to do it, which is frustrating. Do you know what that level is? No, that's okay. They told us that she needs to be below 85. And like consistently. So when she's having an issue with breathing, her oxygen will drop. But it'll bounce back up once she gets control of her breath. It's not staying low. So that makes it, there's something else that's so I'm grateful that her blood oxygen isn't dropping that low, but at the same time, like, Like, it would be really great if she could have some oxygen. My theory is that when she had the fluid drained at the hospital, it's like they emptied the bucket, right? They emptied the bucket, and then they emptied the bucket, but instead of like drilling a hole at the bottom of the bucket, they had to wait to drill that hole at the bottom of the bucket. And in the meantime, while they were waiting to get the hole drilled at the bottom of the bucket filled up again, right? And then when the hole was drilled at the bottom, it's draining at basically the same rate, maybe even a little slower than it's filling up. So my theory in my head, as I'm trying to kind of make sense of everything, is that they couldn't drill the hole at the bottom of the bucket when they drained when they emptied the bucket because her blood pressure bottomed out, right? So if they can drain the fluid and monitor her blood pressure and keep it from bottoming out, then you would think that as it fills up, if the hole's already there, it's gonna be easier to keep fluid out of her lungs, compared to it's like being in a rowboat with a hole in the bottom, right? And you're using your hands to scoop water out of it, as opposed to just getting the little bit that dribbles in here and there once it's already empty. Does that make sense? So the question is going to be, how do we facilitate that and make sure that she is safe if her blood pressure does bottom out when it gets done, if it gets done again? And that's what I'm guessing is the potential possibility for a small hospital stay, maybe. He said before that if the stuff that we're doing doesn't work, then it might have to be done at the hospital. So he's the head, her doctor is the head of the cardiac unit at our hospital. So, yeah, I'm kind of always on guard because he said that. Doctors don't say that unless they mean it, right? Because they don't want people to go to the hospital. But that's kind of where my head is at right now, is thinking that that's a possibility. But we'll find out on Thursday and see what happens. And, if that's what has to happen so that she can get back to feeling like normal and having a life and all of that good stuff, then you know what? Let's get her done. Because we were both just so hopeful after she had the fluid drain, because she felt so much better so quickly. So, yeah, we will see. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for her not to get discouraged, right? And I feel helpless because there's only so much I can do to help, right? But we're doing our best. I'm pleased that she made the decision to call the doctor, because that was something that has been on her mind for a bit. She's just afraid of going into the hospital, and I get that. I would be too. But we'll we'll see what happens. Dun, dun, dun. So for the next couple of days, we are just going to settle into just relaxing and having a normal couple of days, and we'll get to the doctor and see what's next. And then hopefully it won't be long after that where we're having even more normal days. All right. Being there this year, I like it so much. Yeah. I dislike it so much. I mean, yeah. That's the thing. She's like, all I remember is when I was in the hospital for COVID. I did every day and every minute I was awake, all I kept thinking is, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. And I said, and you did. And you said you were grateful for what they did for you, and you did feel better, and you knew it was necessary. And it's one of those things where I said, you can't wait until you are totally fine with being in the hospital. I said, that's not going to happen. You know, you're not going to wake up and say, you know what I'd like to do today? I'd like to spend some time in the hospital. You know, it's just not going to happen. Oh, Lorna, I'm sorry. That's so scary. That's so scary. I'm sorry you go through that. No, you have nothing to apologize for. Nothing at all. It's a wide open chat. You want to chat and talk, you chat and talk. You want to sit and do something else and not talk, you sit and do something else and not talk. It is completely open-ended and up to you, my friend. There is no pressure either way. I like when you guys are chatty. And I like when it's quiet and I sink in. So I'm good no matter what. Exactly. This is the place to come and do that. Is to come and talk. Or do whatever's going to make you feel good. All right, there we go. Nice to talk to someone who knows what you're talking about. It is, isn't it? And I find that that's what, it's just another big shining star that this little family of ours gets, is there's somebody here that gets pretty much everything that we're going through, right? Chances are there's someone else in here that can relate to it in some way or have been through it themselves or like the best little support group we could have ever customly made. It's definitely one of the things that I think are so great. One of the many things that are so great about this little community of ours. It's pretty special. Pretty special. TPC, here we come. Mm-hmm. So what I could probably do, this paint isn't traveling super great for these long brush strokes. So what I could do is add a bit of flow medium to it. Even a teeny tiny bit of water would work too. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, but it's an option for you if you're doing your brush strokes. Just test it out on a swatch or something first to confirm that it's gonna do what you want it to. Oh, we're making great time getting this caught up. Fantastic. All right, so now I need my 0 again. Just get this brush clean and ready for the blue in the next round. And take my small brush. All right, we are good to keep going. Everybody doing all right? Oh, thanks, Lorna. Ooh, that's not. That's better. I gotta put my glasses on. That's probably half the problem. There we go. Now I can see. Oh, does it? I'm glad. Well, you guys help me ground so that I can tap into it. I'm so lucky. You guys are the best cheerleaders anybody could ever ask for. I think this worked much better. Less paint that's going to dry out. Gren's here. Hey, Gren. How you doing? As you can tell, we are still getting a bunch of wind. So sorry about that noise. I'm still too stubborn. I'm not shutting the window yet. Painting and snacking. Wonderful. What are you snacking on? And what are you painting? That should have been the first question. Oh, I went to the number 2 for this one, I think. And that reminds me, I have chips sitting right next to me, and I haven't eaten one in a while. What an excellent idea. Shortbread cookie. Ooh. Anything in your area right now. Feel that. Anything that crosses my path, I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, that was a really good chip. And it starts. You have now reached the crunching part of the live, where I will crunch in your ear while I paint and probably talk with my mouth full at some point. Chicken salad. Yum, yum. Not seeing the ombre? Excellent. Every size brush you're using. Right. Okay. So I started with a size 0 round brush. I'm using a 2 right now. So I've used a 0, a 1, a 2, and a 6 round brush. The one I'm using right now is a 2. All right, and now I'm going to get out the blue, and we will do what we just did on the other side in the blue. What are you? You're size 1. I don't want you. I want the 0, please. Watching hockey and listening. Fantastic. Lovely. You're welcome, Nicole. Most welcome. All right, where's my blue? There it is. Too busy crunching. All right, blue and white. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's do the blue. Right in here. So I'm going to move you guys back here a bit. I'm very aware that I could be putting my hand in paint when I set my hand down here. So I'm trying to just watch those little tips of the last swoops I did. Make sure I don't smudge anything. Yeah, we're going to get this done fairly quickly, and then we'll be able to continue on. And add more. Okay, so now we move up from a 0 to a 1. Oops, where's my paper towel? Where are you? There you are. Pretty, eh? I was at Michael's the other day and it was on sale for $1 a bottle. Found out that it's a discontinued color, the blue one. So I still need to make it back over there to see if there's any more on the shelf. It's probably all gone by now. There's some colors that just go pretty quickly, right? And I feel like blues are one of them. Barbara, how you doing? Oh, thanks, Lorna. Oops. Oh, we're not sure it's discontinued? Oh, maybe we'll be lucky and then maybe just the packaging will be old packaging or something. I'm glad I grabbed 2 bottles of it though. Okay. And now shoot. I wasn't supposed to eat or drink anything for an hour after putting this stuff on my tooth, and now the pain's back. So I might as well take a drink and then put the stuff on and move the chips out of the way. Crapola. All right, give me 2 seconds. All right. See if that numbs me up again here. It's such a strong peppermint flavor. I want to like brush my tongue off. But okay, let's see if that works. All right, brush size 2. Here we go. And I will not eat or drink anything else for a little bit. All right, so now we got to do that curly Q, The flippy swoop. That's better. Was at Michael's here a day or two ago. Was going to buy glass medium, but couldn't get a coupon to come up on my phone. Asked and was informed coupons in Canada are paused indefinitely. What? Oh, so you have to do it all online? That's going to cost them money, because if I start ordering online and going and picking it up, I'm not going to buy the 15 extra pieces of crap that I normally buy when I go into the store. This is going to cost them money. That sucks, Barbara. Horse crap. Oh, Lorna. Oh, that's awful. What's happening? Can she get to a vet? Here we can only buy online what they have in stock in the store, which isn't much. That's crappy. Well, I guess it's off to Canadian art stores that ship across Canada now. So if anybody's looking for that, Gortzman's is one, Curry's Art Supply is another. Canadian art supply companies. If you're looking for them. Desserts is another one. Oh, what's the name of the store? It's a student store. Crap. I'll find the name of it though. What is it called? They have their own art line, and they are a store that supplies the art supplies for the art students at Ryerson University. Let me look it up. Hold on. So it would be another one. Again, I don't know prices and comparisons for all of the things, but options of places to look. So let me quick. I'm going to know it. It's going to irritate me because as soon as I see the name of it, I'm going to be like, I know exactly what that is. So let's go to another tab and we go art supply store. Gortzman, above ground art supply. I think a lot of the mom and pop shops are going to be coming back in. No, they are in Toronto. There is the Tri-Art. TriArt is the paint company that's in Kingston. Shipping ads, yeah, and that's the hard part, right? Oh, that's awful, Lorna. Yeah, that's the hard part, right? The shipping just screws it up. I know Curry's has free shipping over, it's usually like $80 or $100. And I know it's a lot for shipping, but you know, if it's one of those times, if you're able to kind of save up and get all of the things you need in one shot, right? So I know they do. I don't know about Gortzman. I haven't looked at their website a lot yet. I don't know what their minimum shipping would be, but it is definitely, it's not the kind of thing that you can just run into the store for one bottle of Deco Art and use a coupon like it was so easy at Michael's, right? It's going to take a lot more pre-planning now. Not a lot less spontaneity. Excuse me. I need to get out. Oh, okay. I need to get out more paint. But I'm going to wait until I'm done these brush strokes, because then I'll pour some in the next little container. All right, one more of these. All right. Now I can get out fresh paint, and we'll get out the bigger brush, and we'll do, excuse me, those bigger brush strokes, and then we will definitely have time and be able to add on. Yay! Yippee! Just gotta get the brush clean. There we go. All right, so new paint. First things first. All right, and now we have a size 6. Okay. Are you ready? Ready. Oops. Sugar. There we go. That's better. My daughter said she thinks she had a stroke. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. So scary. Hey, blinds. Cool it. All right. Oh, thank you, Cara. I'm glad you like it. Saw her a couple days ago. Oh, that's awful. I have conversations with Audrey on a very regular basis, and I'm like, you are never going to die. You're going to live forever, or we're going to go together. Little black and white fluff ball. Oh, that's so sad. Was she a senior cat, Lorna? She's still pretty young. Like, was she healthy generally otherwise? You rotten son of a... It's fine. Everything's fine. Here we go. No problem. No one even has to know. Okay. No, I think I should be good for one more. Never mind. I thought it was where I needed to clean my brush, but I think I'm all right. Not getting enough white on the tips of those ones, I don't think. Well, send your daughter our love, Lorna. Oh, that's not what I wanted right there. All right, I'll fix you a little. I'm gonna have to clean my brush here very soon, I think. Hey, Debbie, how you doing? All right, I gotta clean my brush. How you making out, Debbie? Everything going all right? Just got back to California. I need to pick me up in 90 minutes. Oh my goodness. Made it back just in time. How was the drive? Are you pleased with what you were able to get done while you were there? Okie dokie. We are now caught up to where we had gotten to this afternoon. Oh no, I lied. What? I lied. Still have to do those two on the blue. Almost caught up. That was close. All right, so now I need my 0. Getting tired of the drive, I bet. That's got to be really tiring. Oh, are they on their way to the vet now? Oh, no. I'm going to do that one over again. I want to redo this one. This one doesn't have enough white in it. All right, there we go. That's better. Not finished till Mia finishes school. Her last day is May 29th. How many more trips are you doing down there over the next couple of months, Debbie? Just 2, maybe 3. Oh, that's good. So it's not like every weekend, thank goodness. Yeah, that's got to be tiring. Oh, that'll be lovely. I'm sure she'll love to see your new place. That's awesome. You're welcome, Lorna. Can't tell if people are fighting out there or just being noisy. All right, I gotta put out a little bit more white paint. All right. Pooper. Hang on, gotta do that one over again. For Pete's sake, why are you not cooperating? Too much paint. That's better. Goodness me. All right, we are a couple brush strokes away from being able to make new decisions and move forward on this one, or being able to attempt to make new decisions. Might be more accurate. Weather is crazy, went from 90 and sunny to 59 and foggy. Wow, that's bananas. That's a big difference. May. Practice, 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 May. That's the best thing I can suggest for you. And if you find a particular technique that is really, really enjoyable to you, just keep following that and keep having fun with it, because the fun will make it easy to practice, and the practice is the key. But if you have any questions, you let me know. All right, so I now need to make some decisions. Because I need to make decisions. Let's see. The next city over was cold. That's so bananas how weather can do that, eh? Mother Nature, man. She knows more than we will ever know. Just started dot painting in August. Oh, fantastic. That's so fun. I'm so excited for you. If it's ever helpful for you, I do have a tutorials playlist here on my YouTube channel that's got a whole bunch of projects start to finish that are all dot mandalas. I do workshops for the brushwork through my Patreon. We do dot mandalas there too, and we do all kinds of other fun stuff in the workshops, but I don't have any brushstroke tutorials on YouTube yet, but I do have the dot mandala stuff. So if that's helpful, just know it's there. Yeah, it's really strange, eh? Car said, Debbie, weather has been weird. I had a summer weather yesterday. Now it's 39 degrees. It went from 69 down 30 degrees. That's bananas. Now, this one is alternating green and white. So that tells me I'm going to grab some Mirage Bliss Drops. And we are going to put them, I'm going to do here. And then, nope. So yeah, that's bananas. That's a big change. Let's zoom in a bit here. I want to add some more of the aloe bliss drops, those tealy green ones down here, but I'm not quite sure where yet. So we're going to wait until the whole thing is done and then just see what kind of spaces pop out that need something. And I'm going to remove the guidelines as well before I do that, just to make sure that there's no shadows or anything that could impact what we want to do. Now this one, what do we do there? I'm gonna leave those for now, and we are going to work on this section here that is gonna come from here out to the edge of the painting. So we've got our final guideline right here, and that's where we're gonna end. So now what though? Oh, that would be pretty. Okay, I'm gonna grab the size, what, 2. And we're gonna start with the blue. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Shit, what am I doing? Do a second coat on that. I have no idea what we're doing here. Not a clue. But we're gonna wing it. See where it goes. I need to put in more white paint soon. You know, I fought learning brushstrokes for the longest time. I'm like, nope, not going to do it. But I'm so glad I did. Thanks again to Tara for sending me my first pack of brushes. And to everybody else that had a hand in that package coming to me. All right. So I'm just going to cut up a little bit of paper towel here. Where did I put my spray bottle? I wonder. So what I'm going to do is dampen a paper towel. So I can cover up my blue paint and hopefully salvage. No, we're gonna have to do it this way. All right, so this is gonna be the new green in here. I just put a wet paper towel over my palette. Sorry, you guys. You guys were so generous. So generous. And yeah, just completely changed so many parts about what I do. So thank you for helping me grow. All right, a little bit of white. And now we go to, oh, we're gonna still use our size 2. And thankfully I did not put my palette where I just painted. All right, so now we're gonna go green. You guys helped me brave enough to be brave enough to try. Ah, thanks, Tina. And thanks, Lorna. I definitely fell in love with it quickly, that's for sure. Haven't been able to get enough of it yet. I need to do that one over again. Not happy with that one. And how it joined up at the bottom. So we're gonna... There we go. Much better. All right. Let's keep going here. So I'm starting to think now about what I'm going to do to fill this all in, right? So I've got ideas floating around in my head of what to do. So I know that I'm going to be doing another big mirage swoop, and it'll probably be maybe in here and out here. So we'll do a couple more. We'll do one there and one there, I think. Okay, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that I'm gonna do the mirage swoops next. All right, clean the brush. We're gonna do a quick zoom out. This is where we are at so far. I feel like the wedges of color are showing up a little bit better now. But it's nice because there's not so much contrast that they're a really stark difference from each other. But it's looking kind of cool. Aw, thanks, Lorna. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, guys. I'm really, really happy with it. Now I gotta figure out what's next. Okay, so. I feel like we need some more white metallic swoops, like some more curly cues. I feel like they should be out here. They might end this, actually. That would actually be kind of cool. Do that and then fill in the other. All right, let's try that. So that means I need to get out some of this paint and put it where? Where? Okay, I've got a container out here. I'm gonna go grab it. I'll be right back. Had to stop and give Miss Audrey a smooch on my way back to my chair. All right. So we're gonna do the curly cues. That'll be the last thing we do for tonight, I think. And yeah, what am I doing for lives tomorrow? I know we've got 2 lives tomorrow. Oh, for Pete's sake. Come on, refresh. So tomorrow we're going to be on TikTok tomorrow afternoon. And then we're going to work on that dotted pastel spiral design from the inspiration deck that we did back in February that hasn't been completed. So we're going to do some work on that one. Tomorrow night from 7 to 9. So 2 lives tomorrow night. To access the live in the evening, that is for paid Patreon members of the Inspired and Symmetry Seekers tiers. So if you are a member there, excuse me, I will post the link for you there. If you are not a member and you have questions about how to do that, go to patreon.com. You search Mandala Love Affair, and then just take a look at the different tiers, and it explains the perks that you get with it. You get, so for the inspiration deck, you get access to an exclusive live every month where we pull a card from my inspiration deck of cards that I made. And the Symmetry Seekers, we get together at least once a week for 2 hours. And we work on all kinds of fun stuff. You get access to the video recordings, and you get access to, for both of those tiers, you get access to my entire written pattern library, including any new written patterns that come out. So it's a pretty good deal if you ask me. And I also do members, do members only lives for all members, including free members, because I do have a free Patreon tier. And it's a great spot to keep in touch with the community and share photos. And again, there'll be an exclusive live for anyone who's a Patreon member of the free tier. So yeah, if you want to come hang out, I'd love to see you tomorrow evening. I'm just mixing up some medium in here to make this a little bit more fluid. I'm using glass medium because it's multi-surface paints, and I want to be able to put this paint back into into the bottle when I'm done with it. So if I mix in a different kind of medium, then I might have to sacrifice the paint. But this is going really, really weird and gummy. So I think we're just gonna deal with this the way it is now. I think. And I think we're going to need a bigger brush. So we're gonna use this one here. Are we gonna need a bigger brush though? Yes, we're gonna need a bigger brush. Are we? Are we? No, we're not. All right, let me get back down here and catch up. Are you heading out tonight, Patty? It was good to see ya. Thanks, Cara. Thanks, Patty. You can't see the ombre? Fantastic. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Cara. I'm so glad you like it, Nicole. Thank you. Always great hanging out with you, Cara. You guys have a great rest of your night. I am going to stay on here for a couple more minutes and paint a couple of these swirlies. And let's see. So how do I want to do this here? I think I want to do like that. Okay, I think that'll work. Thanks, Steffi. It's coming along. It's coming along. I'm just going to get some more paint. It's really hard to see, but there is actually paint on here. Ah, thanks, Lorna. I knew what you meant. It's all good. Okay. They're so fun to do. All right. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it from bending over the table. Hunching over the table. When I crochet, I put a pillow on my lap and my arms on a pillow. Oh, that's a good idea. That's going to give you some support, eh? That's a really good idea. I think that's going to look really good. All right, we'll get these last two done, and then that will be it for tonight, you guys. I will work on this again on the TikTok live tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 4 p.m. We'll have some music. And I'm excited to work on the spiral pastel one tomorrow night as well. Let me grab it and show you guys for anybody who is on Patreon if you're not sure what I'm talking about. I'll do one more swoop and then I'll show you that one. And then we will call it a night for tonight. This time goes by way too fast, eh? And we'll look forward to lots of time together tomorrow again. So if you are around, I'd love to see you. And hopefully we'll make some more good progress on this. I'm really, really happy with the fact that we got to start to move on in the design from this. So let's just zoom up here and let me... I love this, right? So it looks pretty dull and then wow. Let me see if I can just get my phone arm up high enough. So there we go. That is where we are at for now. We're going to keep going with it. And I think I've got some ideas on how I want to fill in some of the spaces. So we're definitely nowhere near done yet. We're gonna fill her up. This is awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And I hope to get to see you tomorrow. Friday, I'm doing 2 lives as well. 2 to 4 on YouTube and 8 to 10 on TikTok. There's not going to be any lives on Thursday. But I will do my best to keep you posted on any updates that I have around Mom for that. But yeah, we'll definitely have some good time together tomorrow and on Friday. And Saturday, we're starting a new workshop. I'm going to be sending around images to vote on for the next workshop for the Symmetry Seekers as well, because we're going to do a new workshop this weekend. So, I love you guys. Thanks for spending so much time with me. Good night, Cara. Good night, Steffi. Good night, everybody. Good night, Tina, Lorna, Debbie, Nicole. I love you guys. I love you so much. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks, Tina. I will pass that love on to Mom for sure. Good night, Barbara. I wasn't sure if you were still here. All right, you guys. Mwah! Right back at ya. Be good, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.